This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2005 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. That's a 3/4 ton heavy duty crew cab short bed. It's 2-wheel drive. It's got the 6.6 liter turbo diesel motor. It's an LS, which means it's cloth. It was purchased directly from an insurance company in San Antonio. It has 209,000 miles on it. It's on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Please watch the little 3-minute animated video we include on the salvage thefts. Gives you an idea of why they're on salvage titles and not clear titles. Has nothing to do with the truck. It has to do with attorneys and lawsuits. Basically, the insurance companies don't want anything to do with this truck after they paid a fortune out. The way they divorce it is by giving it a salvage title. And that way, when you kill yourself in it 2 years from now or 2 weeks from now, you can't come back and say, they sold it on a clear title and they're going to pay me $10 million. They say, no, we sold it on a salvage title and now you're dead. Sorry. That's why they do it. Anyway, let's see. When we get it here to Tucson, we always give it a inspection. That door looks like it needs to be closed. We give it an inspection about 2 hours. Wheels off, in the air, driving, measurements, etc. Whatever needs to be fixed, we fix. Whatever needs to be fixed that we don't fix, we tell you. We include a bunch of pictures. We include 4 pictures of the vehicle, the way it looked before we ever picked it up from the insurance company. And then about 70 or 80 HD pictures of it, and then a 15-minute video. You'll have a copy of the title, everything. First, the front tires are brand new. Michelin LT 245 R16s. The rears are mismatched and fairly low tread. So if I were buying this, before I picked it up and drove it home, I would arrange a discount tire here in Tucson at Prince and Oracle to get 2 of those tires put on. Pay by credit card over the phone, and we'll have them put on before you get here, before it ships out, and that way you're good to go. You won't pay taxes because you're paying over the phone, and you'll get a little bit of a discount because we get a good price. And you'll have beautiful tires all the way around. And all you need is 2. Let's see. So when it got here, this is what needed to be done. It needed. It didn't get a rear bumper. It got the plastic on the bumper was messed up, and so was the plastic lower and upper on the front bumper. Okay. So let's see what else. It needed a glow plug module, fuel pressure valve, fuel pressure regulator, louver rear tailgate, ignition and driver door lock. Obviously from being stolen they broke that. That's the upper valance. Right tail light and right fog light. So that fog light's new and the right tail light's new. I got a brand new windshield. Serpentine belt was done. Driver door handle, air filter, and all the relays for the headlights, high beam and low beam, were missing. They probably stole them wherever for their own vehicle. And the rear seat was missing, so we got a used rear seat for it, and that's what we did. Cosmetically, it's got, you know, rock chips and whatnot. We didn't want to do anything cosmetically to it. We do have a mobile guy who comes in and does burn holes and stuff on carpet and seats. This thing has quite a few of those. It does not smell like smoke, so please don't ask. All right, but it does have a bunch of burns like on the seat, and it's missing the center console seat also. We didn't replace a lot of that stuff. We didn't do any of that stuff, anything extra to try to keep the price down, so it's just a tow vehicle and that's it. It's a hell of a tow vehicle. See what I'm saying by the rear tires? The rear tires are mismatched and they're low tread. So you really want to get 2 of those Michelin LTXs on the rear, and then you're good to go for a long time. New taillight on this side. New louver tailgate. This cap is new. This is new. The plastic on it. It does have a spare that is obviously it had some sort of a camper shell or something on it at one time. There will be our HD pictures have a magnifying glass built in, so you can magnify the pictures and look really close up. So there's really not a whole lot of need for me doing what I'm doing. with the camera when you can really look at each picture if you'd like to. There's a hurricane in Mexico, which is what that is. We're trying to rush through and get these videos done before we're underwater here in a minute. Not literally, but new battery on this side, that's the original battery on the other side. That's Duramax, nice and quiet. That's the passenger rear window. Like I said, we're not doing any cosmetics. A lot of times our interior guy would come in and fill these holes and this stuff. We're going to leave this thing, aside from those burn holes, we're going to leave this thing the way it was. This is a replacement seat. This was completely not here when we got it. So we had to buy one of those used. This seat's fine. There's a little one right there. This is what I'm talking about. This is missing. The center console seat. Those are really expensive. And then this, obviously, that's going to get, all these things will be filled in. The dash is doing its diesel, or not, it's Chevy GMC Sierra thing that they all do. That peeling stuff. Driver rear window. So I mean, cosmetically this thing has some challenges. It's not a bad looking truck, but we're really intent on keeping this a inexpensive way to get into a Duramax. The only way to do that is not to fix everything, especially the cosmetics. Forward, back, seat up, seat down. That works fine. Let's try the mirrors. Out, in, up, down. Other side. Out, in, up, down. Alright. Door locks. There you go. Tilt the wheel. Alright. The air conditioning's blowing ice cold. Very nice. I do see wires cut here, which is probably why this readout's not happening. Not fixing that either. There's once you start down this road, it's very, very difficult to keep the price down. So we're going to do that. This is how we do it. There's the tow, on and off. That's me doing that. Okay. Radio. That's the steering wheel controls. There you go. Alright, stereo works fine. Turn the air down a little bit there. There we go. Alright, let's go for a ride. It's on a salvage title. So if you want to drive it home, obviously you need plates insurance. You cannot do that with a salvage title. So before you come, we're gonna have to take it to motor vehicles, to the police. That is the badge wearing police, not clerks, for a level 3 inspection. Once they do that, we can get what's called a restored salvage title. We can get plates and insurance. So before you come, we have to do that. That's $200 for us to do it for you, okay? That's mandatory. If you're gonna fly in, you gotta have it done before you get here. We have to make appointments in the morning, the next morning, to do that. And that's that. Then there's a $250 dock fee, and there's taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. If your state tax rate is 3% and you come here, you're gonna pay 5% taxes. That's your 3 plus our 2. You're gonna pay $250 dock fee, and you're gonna pay $200 to restore the title. If you pay, let's see, 5% tax in your state, you're gonna pay 7% tax. $250 dock fee, $200 to restore. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're obligated to pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. I still strongly urge people to have us restore it for them for $200, but you're free not to. Just make sure that you can get your title, your truck restored to whatever it is in your state. Some states are rebuilt titles, some are restored salvage titles. With all we're going to be able to provide you is the truck itself, a bill of sale, and the salvage title from Arizona. So before it leaves Arizona to ship out, make sure that you can do it if you decline to have us do it for you, okay? Deposit. Please get a deposit in. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. We'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. The last thing I say this on every single vehicle we have. Feel free to watch every video and verify I'm not singling out this truck. Some people are like, oh, you just said that for that one. It's not. This is everything. We don't know more than the designers of any vehicle that we own. Okay, the people who engineered it, the people who put it together, know more. They give it X amount of years, X amount of miles for warranty. If they could say 312,000 mile warranty, 30-year warranty, they would, and they would charge $120,000 for the truck brand new. They can't. Why? Because they don't know what's going to happen to it after a certain number of years and miles. So that's why they end them. Okay? If they don't know what's going to happen, there's no chance we do. This thing's quick. Wow, this thing runs great. Wouldn't run so good if I rear-ended this trailer here, though. Anyway, so what I'm saying is there's risk involved in buying used anything. If you're risk averse, you got to buy a brand new one. That gets you a 3-year warranty, and you don't have to stress, and maybe even a loaner car and bottled water and the whole bit. And it also probably, well, the Duramax is going to cost you, for a cloth 2-wheel drive, $45-ish. So you're saving a ton of money, but you may have to spend some of that money sooner or later on injectors or air conditioning or a power window or who knows what. Just go into things with your eyes wide open. If you're not able to assume risk and assume that you're going to have to fix something a week from now or a month from now or 2 years from now, then don't buy anything used. Don't buy a toaster or a microwave oven or anything used, okay? That's part of the program. That's it. That's my speech on that. It sounds like tough love, but a lot of people just don't get it, so I have to spell it out. Not trying to say anything. I'm just trying to say that we want you to be wide awake when you buy something like this. 209,000 mile, 2-wheel drive Duramax diesel that we left cosmetically challenged. In fact, the only thing I would do if I were you would be to get those rear tires, and that's it. Thank you for your time.